Hey guys, good afternoon. Uh, Thank you all for gathering here for our workshop. We are from Quill Audits. We have a smart contract security product called QuillShield. We will be giving you a live workshop about how to fix smart contracts vulnerabilities with QuillShield. The presentation is done by me, Jose Paul. I'm the product manager heading QuillShield, and Akshat Mishra. He is taking care of the AI stuff inside QuillShield. So you'll get to see some cool stuff happening. Um, if you have a laptop, you can follow through about what is going to happen. So before we get to the demo and the workshop, let's just first look at why are we doing this, right? Like, what is the issue that we are trying to solve with QuillShield? So currently, if you look at how smart contract development is being done, security is currently an afterthought, something that the auditors are supposed to take care of, not something that is taken care of while the development is happening. You put a bug bounty, you give some money to the auditing company, then the problems are resolved. But what we would like to do is to bring the developer closer to the security stuff without having to take away a lot of their time. Now, one of the main challenges that we do see is that developers don't like to write unit test cases. That's just something not just uh, in Web3 that you can see in Web2 as well. So unit test cases test the basic function of the business logic or the smart contract of the logic. Sorry, smart contract. So that is something that takes a little bit of time to write. So you don't want the developers generally don't tend to write these things because it takes away precious development time, right? And fast testing is something that only the security researchers today are doing. The regular, everyday Solidity devs are not tackling this. It's almost always absent, and since it's not part of a core part of the development. Now, what we are trying to do is to bring all these aspects to the security, to improve the security of a project and give those tools in the hands of the developer. Now, if we look at what are the challenges that we have in the existing security tools, one of the biggest problems is a bunch of these are open source, done by different people sitting in different places, might not have a great UI, the experience is horrible, produces a lot of false positives, which tends to, you know, take away more from your time than to give you time, right? And it requires a lot of manual steps to conduct static analysis or a dynamic analysis. You need to set up your environment, you need to set up, get your dependencies in place. This fundamentally takes away time from the users, from the developers. And that is the reason why, one of the key reasons why it is not part of the core development flow or CI/CD pipelines of today. So this is what we intend on changing with QuillShield. So you can set up a project very easily. You can upload an existing verified contract or upload it from your device or just connect directly to your GitHub and import your project. You get security reports. You get an IDE-like view so that you are in familiar territory for the developers. You can edit your code. Once you run an audit, it'll show you all the vulnerabilities that we have found. You get a description, you get a remediation, and we even give a neat one-click auto fix. All of these will be showed to you guys in a little bit. So if any of you are devs here, please follow through with the steps that we are gonna go ahead with. Yeah, and if you get an audit done, you get a shareable audit report as well, which you can share with anybody. We will soon get an on-chain verifiable version of this audit report as well. Now with that, I'll hand over the mic to Akshat so that he can walk you through the workshop.
Okay, thank you, Jose. My name's Akshat, and I'm a technical product manager at Quill Audits. I'm taking care of all the security-related stuff here. So to begin the workshop, I'd like everyone to scan this QR code if you have a laptop with you. All you need to do is scan this QR code. It's going to lead you to the address of a repository. And from there, we can do. Yeah. So once you've scanned the QR code, you're going to be led to a repo. So I'm directly going to get to the repo here because I have it stored on my device. Exiting the slideshow. Um, so this is the repo that you should be led to for the purpose of this demonstration. It's a very simple staking protocol just to demonstrate the capabilities of a product and how you can use it. So once you're here, all you need to do is copy the link and head over to our smart contract auditing platform. So once you open it, so I have already logged in. Here's what you're going to see. You're going to be on a landing page. From here, you can go to the dashboard, and I'm logged in already. So I'll log out. So there are 3 ways you can log into our platform. You can either use your Google account. If you have a wallet, you can use that, or your GitHub ID. So I have my GitHub account connected, so I'll just click on that. Okay, so I'm in. For you guys, you'd probably have to accept the OAuth permissions, and then you should be in. So I have 2 projects already. I'm gonna quickly copy this repos link again, and I'll click on Add New Project. So you have 3 options. We're gonna use the 3rd one because we have a GitHub repo. Let's call it Staking Protocol. And the branch is main. Okay. So it's gonna take a couple of seconds to set up the environment. It's going to import all of the dependencies that are required to run this project and perform an audit. Yeah, so in case it does not update it for you, you can just hit a refresh on a browser. The projects are sometimes done sooner than expected. So for us, it's ready. All we need to do is click on Audit Project. Now let me make this full screen so you can see the full interface in its glory. So if you're a dev, you'll find this experience quite similar to what you see in VS Code. You've got an editor, you've got the file directory tree. These are the dependencies. And here are our smart contracts, staking and lending borrowing. So it's pretty similar to what VS Code offers. To audit, you're going to click on Audit Now. Now once you sign up, all of you are going to get 2,000 credits for free. If you need any more, then head over to our booth, and we are more than happy to share some of the coupons, which will give you extra 1,000 credits. Okay, so once you click on Audit Now, it takes a couple of seconds to calculate how many credits are going to be used. So each project has different requirements in terms of credits. So we do a dynamic analysis of the cost, so you know what you're getting into. Now you can either choose to audit the current file that you've selected or the full project. Since it's costing me the same, I'm going to go for the full project audits. So let's hit audit. In 5 to 10 seconds, we should have an audit report ready. And we should probably see some vulnerabilities. Okay, looks like we have something. Let's find out. So on the right side, I feel most of the people are going to find it really easy to navigate. It gives you the total vulnerabilities, and they're sorted from their criticality levels. So you click on total issues found, it's going to lead you to where the vulnerabilities are on your smart contract. So you can see what exactly is wrong here. So let's take a moment to read the description, or maybe not read it. You can skim through it. So the AI here is going through your contract, and it's able to find what's wrong in your code. What is the exact vulnerability? And if we scroll down, you'll see how it can be fixed. So it's a reentrancy, a pretty common vulnerability, which has led to some of the greatest smart contract hacks. So if you know how to fix this, it's pretty easy. You just have to reorder some of the variables here. So that the state variables are updated, before it's actually sent over to the user. But we have got something for you. Okay. Let me just scroll back up. Yeah. So, um, so this is called AutoFix. One of our latest features. It's available only for a select few vulnerabilities. We are using our own AI models to fix your smart contracts for you. So if you don't want to do the work, all you have to do is click on AutoFix, and it's going to take a while to make it correct the vulnerabilities. And let's click on audit now. We should probably not have any errors. So let's see if it worked. And I guess it did. 0 total issues found. So that was a very simple demonstration of what QuillShield can do. It's actually a lot more powerful. What I'd suggest is you guys play around with it. It's completely free to use as of now. You can get a lot of credits. If you need more credits, head over to our booth. And we're quite excited to launch it. Okay. Now, I'll move from here back to our presentation, because there are a few more things to discuss. Now, if you followed through so far, here's what you can do. You can be a part of a beta program. You can, as part of the beta program, you're going to get a lot of extra credits. We're launching a lot of new features, so you'll get exclusive access, and you can also get to shape our roadmap. And we are an auditing company, in case you don't know. And this is a flagship product. So if you're an early adopter, and if you get into our auditing pipeline through this, you're going to be eligible for WAGC grants. So WAGC is our take on WAGME. We're all going to secure it. That's what we like to call it. So you're going to get up to 10% off on manual audits, if that's something you're interested in. So what's next for QuillShield? We're going to have a dedicated testing suite. So earlier we discussed how writing unit test cases and fuzz test cases is a pain. Now, with this dedicated testing suite, the AI is going to do that for you. So you have to focus on what's important. You can ship your products faster to the market. And yes, we are also going to launch APIs and VS Code extensions. So for you developers, you don't have to leave the comfort of your terminal and your VS Code window. You're going to get the entire QuillShield experience in your VS Code. And coming later would be monitoring and incident response. Let's say you audit some smart contracts through our platform, and because we are using AI models to audit, you can never be too sure whether the vulnerabilities really have been solved and if the smart contract is totally bug-free. So for you guys who want to be extra safe, before you deploy your smart contracts, there's going to be monitoring and incident response. So all your smart contracts that are deployed through our platform are going to be checked for any attacks that could potentially happen on them, any malicious contracts or bad actors who are trying to steal your funds. And our AI models are going to come in, and they're going to prevent those attacks from happening. And that's post-deployment security. So you're completely shielded, whether it's pre-deployment or post-deployment. And with that, that's the end of the presentation. So thank you. We're all going to secure it.